Weekly Outdoor Plus is a new and exciting outdoor show right here on Fox 55 WFXS, now on at 9:30 a.m. Sunday mornings, presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point. Starring new owner Gary Hintz. His youngest son, the show pro, Jace Hintz. And the show producer, creator, and host, his oldest son, Seth Hintz. So now sit back and relax and get ready to learn about archery and the world of the outdoors.
Hey, I'm here today at Bucks and Bulls Archery. What I'm doing, I'm getting ready to go on a hunt. I'm going to leave for a week and go hunt some deer. And it's important to me before you go hunting is shoot your broadhead and shoot with your hunting clothes on, because now that it's getting cold out, you start putting on more clothes, and you don't know if you're going to whack your arm and miss a deer. And everything feels different when you draw back. Your form is a little different, so it's important to put on what you're going to wear. Even if it's not what you're going to wear, just put on a lot of clothes and shoot that way, so you see if you're going to hit your arm or not. And if you don't have a place to shoot broadheads, we shoot broadheads in here. That's what I'm doing now. So I got my full hunting setup. I don't have my pants on and stuff, but I don't think that's really important. So I'm going to take a few shots here and get ready. And you know, like when we go out hunting, we always have a little target in the back of our truck, and we always throw it out on a field like after a morning hunt or before an evening hunt, and take a couple shots just to see how it is and make sure everything's on, nothing moved, and probably 90% of it is you have more confidence if you hit the target before you walk out in the woods. This is my broadhead target. If you want to come in here and shoot broadheads, you can do that. It's really important to shoot broadheads. Again, your hunting clothes on, your hunting setup. I just put a new sight on. I've been working with that. I shoot with my quiver on, so I leave it on. If you take your quiver off, take that off. Put, my glove, I shoot with a glove sometimes. I'm practicing with the glove on and off both. So if you come in and practice a little bit, make sure your equipment is up to stuff, because this is the time of year when the deer really start moving now, November. We got the email list. You can sign up. We'll let you know about our league starting. We got a league in here where we shoot bullseyes 20 yards. Then we have a techno hunt league. It's like a movie screen theater. I'm sure most of you have seen it already. We're going to start setting up leagues now for January, probably right after the first of the year-ish. So I guess what I'm saying is be prepared for that shot when you need it, because it's about to happen.
Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information. Or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Hey guys, Dave Toskowski here with Skis Meat Market. We're looking forward to doing your venison processing this year. You got to bring in boneless meat to Skis, and once you do that, we can do 5 different things for you. We can just simply grind it, turn it into burger. We can make 3 different kinds of summer sausage. We have 7 different kinds of snack sticks. This year we are doing jerky out of your venison. It's turned out really, really good. And we can also make about 25 different kinds of brats here at Skis with your venison. 2 things a little bit differently here at Skis. Number 1, we have a 5-pound minimum. As an example, somebody brings me 20 pounds of venison, I can do 4 different things with that venison. Secondly, our brats turn out really good here from Skis. And one thing we do a little bit differently with our venison brats, we go a little heavy on pork. We add 6 pounds of pork to 5 pounds of venison. So ultimately 5 pounds of venison turns into 11 pounds of brats. So hey, good luck out there hunting this year, guys, and we'll see you.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s.
Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs.
Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
So stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
But we have great service.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I saw bucks on camera I never knew I had.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed.
Available at Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Hey guys, today I'm here with one of our newest sponsors, New Life Taxidermist, and I'm standing with Troy Piotrowski, the owner. Thanks for inviting us in here today, Troy.
Thanks, Seth.
Why don't you give us a little idea about what you do here and what you got going on?
Well, this is my fourth year being a full-time taxidermist. I've actually been doing it for 20 years, part-time. And it's a passion of mine. I love to hunt and fish, and of course had an expensive taxidermy bill. And I figured, why can't I do this myself? So I started doing it. I started with a video course. Then I progressed to actually going to school for it. And then I joined the WTA, Wisconsin Taxidermist Association. And it's more of a competing style of taxidermy, and it's a whole different way of, from what I've learned from video, from school. It's really getting accurate on the anatomy of the animals.
Okay.
So what I try to do here in my shop is I like to do things with a little bit of a competitive edge from everything I've learned, because it's an ongoing process of learning. I mean, if you think you know it all about taxidermy, you don't. I once heard one of my judges tell me there's 100 ways to skin a cat. There's 300 ways to mount that cat. There's not one right way to do it, I guess, as long as you all achieve the final product as accurate as you can be.
Sure.
So that's what I strive for here at New Life Taxidermy, and I hope to give the customers a little bit more than basically maybe commercial taxidermy.
Sure, and you look at more of the art aspect of the whole thing as you're putting somebody's trophy on the wall, you know, not just another deer head or whatever.
Well, right, yeah, and I love to do a lot of action pieces. So if a customer has big ideas, making something, you know, chasing something, two animals together, you know.
Kind of relive the hunt too then.
Yeah, exactly.
So I've walked around here a couple times now, and I've noticed some incredible detail on these, including some of these ribbons. We got blue and red ribbons all over the place here. And I guess that comes along with being a competitive taxidermist.
Yes.
And what I'm going to ask you, I suppose, is how that kind of makes you different. If somebody would bring their deer here or their animal here and want you to do it, how it kind of sets it aside as a competition aspect versus your commercial taxidermist you might be used to.
Well, what really got me was when I went to school for taxidermy, it was a commercial taxidermy course. And basically what they were telling you is you need to get the stuff out as fast as you can and make a profit.
Sure. The
So, you know, first getting into it, I'm thinking, oh yeah, great, slap a pair of antlers on a hide and ooh, we're ready to go and get my money and this is happy. Well, after I joined the WTA, the Wisconsin Taxidermist Association, after being judged and critiqued by people that actually, I don't know how they do it, but they know the animals inside out. I don't know if they live with deer, I don't know if they live with bear and turkeys, but they will tell you every muscle grouping in an animal, every, from the corner of the eyes to the insides of the nose, and that's what I thought you should be getting as a customer, because I wanted it to be as real as it was out in the wild, and not just commercial where you maybe put it together. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but if you take a closer look, anatomically correct in the anatomy and certain things that you're not going to find in commercial taxidermy sometimes, I put that stuff in my mounts.
Okay.
So, and I like to point it out to my customers so they know what they're getting. You know, it's just something that I've learned, and I'm competing for so many years. I've been beat up several times by judges. So you learn from your mistakes. Sure. And I am still learning. It's never ending. There's always a new technique, and there's always something you can add, and it's amazing. Just when you think you know it all, you don't. Sure. And that's what I strive to do here, is give you a competitive edge on everything I do.
So being a competition taxidermist, you probably got to mount some pretty cool objects and animals, you know, put some cool designs together. I guess. Yep. Question you probably get a lot is, what's the coolest thing you've ever mounted?
Well, all of them I think are special to me, just because they're my pieces, and people say, well, did you ever sell them? And I'm like, I don't think I could. That's an extension of my arm, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, you know.
Sure.
But my latest right here is with this wolf and this elk calf, and I don't know, I dreamt this up, and I wanted to have a waterfall with running water. I think it was maybe one of the first state pieces that had running water in it.
Okay.
And basically everything fell together for me. I had a friend that shot a wolf in Canada, and he ended up giving me his wolf. And I happened to talk to a person at a USSA event, and he was an elk farmer that had an elk calf that expired. Oh, and he had it frozen. And I'm talking to these people, and next thing it all came together. I purchased the elk calf, and I says, well, now what do I want to do? And I'm thinking, well, let's make it a little swampy area with a creek and a waterfall. And I dream this stuff up. I don't know where it all comes from, but I set the standard so high for myself, and after I've told several people what I was going to do, I can't turn back. So I was like, I got to pull this off. So, and I did pull it off. I took a First of Choice award by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, which was pretty cool. Out of the whole state competition, out of like 300 pieces, they chose mine as the best one that they liked, the top one. Overall, I took second place at state with it. And so here it is. It's in my showroom. It's a big piece, but it has a lot of story behind it, how it all came together.
Stay tuned, because later Troy's going to tell us how to take care of that trophy before we get it to him. Later on Weekly Outdoor Plus. Alright, now it's time for one of our more exciting segments here on Weekly Outdoor Plus. It's where we get to keep our fans connected with the show. Don't forget, you can send in your pictures to weeklyoutdoorplus@live.com or link them up to us on Facebook to get in this segment of our show each week, as Sopa Cellular makes it extremely easy for you to capture these photos and then send and share them around effortlessly. First up this week, we have Gary showing off this massive leaf he found walking into his stand last week. And our next one comes from our good friend Jason Waldvogel, all ready to go up in his stand. And here's Tammy with her first Robin Hood ever at Bucks and Bulls Archery. And here's a picture of Jared with his nice 8-pointer he got already this year. And here's Austin Stankowski with a couple of nice birds he had to work pretty hard for. And here's his dad Scott, who also brought in a few himself. And this picture is one I got off one of our trail cameras that I had to share with you guys, as this farm cat caught himself a chipmunk. And last but not least this week, we have one our friends from Gator Pro Outdoors sent us from our recent trip to Florida. So stop on down to Sopa Cellular today and check out all their great deals, and stay tuned for more Weekly Outdoor Plus action. Take your next trophy to New Life Taxidermy in Amherst, Wisconsin, where his goal is to bring your mount back to life. 3-time First Choice Award winner, competition taxidermist Troy Piotrowski takes detailing and measurements to the next level to produce long-lasting, quality mounts at local commercial prices. So if you want to turn your trophy into a professional piece of art, check out New Life Taxidermy, 8 miles east of Stevens Point on Highway B. Call 715-572-1826 for an appointment and information, or find him online at newlifetaxidermystudio.com. Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top-quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today. Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point is now under new ownership and has a new location. Stop down to 3272 Church Street and meet the new owner, Gary Hintz. His fully stocked pro shop carries Matthews, Hoyt, and many more products to serve all your needs. They also do all repairs for any style and full customizations. Leagues and lessons will begin soon, so stop in today and check out what's new, because we're confident that we can get you from in here to out there. Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Looking for a fun, state-of-the-art facility to shoot your bow this winter? Blackhawk Archers in Polonia, Wisconsin wants you to join their club. Located just 15 minutes east of Stevens Point on County Road Z, Blackhawk Archers has a heated indoor range for both 3D and spot target shooters. Leagues will be forming soon, and they also will have open shoots for the public this winter. Check out blackhawkarchers.net to stay up to date and for more information, or stop into Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point for membership forms. We'll see you there.
Hey guys, Jason Hintz here again with Weekly Outdoor Plus. I've been going over the last couple weeks with you how to troubleshoot your setup and how to tighten your groups up basically. And one thing I was going to let you guys know is a big one when I was talking about your arrow selection. We already talked about walk back tuning your bow a couple weeks ago. That's one thing right away when you get new arrows, walk back tune it for a second time. And then one thing you can really do that'll help out a lot is group tuning. This is something that a lot of us that shoot longer distance do, but it'll really help you out even at 20 yards. Just tighten that group up just a little bit more so you won't have any little misses. What you do basically is set up your target as far as you can shoot comfortably, where you're shooting, you know, a group, even, you know, the size of a plate wouldn't be too bad, paper plate maybe. And when you're doing that, you got your new arrows, you got your setup, or even your old arrows, whatever you got them cut down to length you think will work for you or as best as possible. This is where, say you have your bow at 60 pounds, what you want to do is try turning it down. It works most best if it's like 55 pounds, so you can turn it up and down. What you got to do is shoot a group as tight as you can. All your arrows in one circle, get them as tight as you can. Then as soon as you see how big that group is, either take a picture of it or shoot a paper plate with a dot in the middle. Take that plate and save it. Now set up another plate, put another dot right in the dead center, and shoot all your arrows at it again. But before you do that, turn your bow weight up 1 or 2 pounds. Go 2 pounds just, you know, to see where it goes. And if that tightens it up a little bit, right away, you know, it might be that you're more comfortable shooting at that weight, which is even better. You know, you found out another thing that'll help you get tighter. But if it's not, it might also just be the fact that it's spining your arrow out better for your setup. It might have been, you know, if you turn your bow down, that's gonna make your arrow a little bit stiffer. It might have been too weak to start, and now you're all of a sudden shooting a tighter group. You know, you can lose 2 pounds a couple feet a second if you're gonna have a lot tighter group. That's definitely more beneficial in my opinion. And go up and down with your bow weight just a little bit and see if it tightens up your groups or not. You might be right where you need to be to begin with, but most of the times we shoot at anywhere from 60 to 80 yards and we'll have our skinnier field arrows, and this is basically shooting competition as tight as you can get them. And that's one thing we always do is just, once you have your setup exactly how you want it, try just tweaking it a little bit with your draw weight, and you'll see exactly if you'll get a little bit tighter or a little bit bigger. And if it gets bigger, obviously go back to where it was and try going the other way if you can. See if you can get them down tighter again. This is one little tip that I definitely recommend for, anybody, no matter what you're shooting for, because simple 2 pounds could make you miss or kill something, and that's a big deal in anybody's opinion. Definitely go for it. Try it in your backyard, try it wherever you can. Just group tuning is basically a simple thing that anybody can do. All you need is an Allen wrench. All right, so tune in next week. We're gonna go over another troubleshooting thing and see how it goes for you. If you have any questions, again, don't forget to contact us at Bucks and Bulls, or check us out on YouTube, Weekly Outdoor Plus.
Real Deal Mineral. Deer eat it gone.
Real Deal Mineral is the real deal. Other minerals on the market contain up to 70% salt. Real Deal has less than 7% salt and more of the minerals deer need to grow bigger horns. And bigger horns mean bigger trophies.
I tried Real Deal Mineral for the first time, and I had over 1,000 pictures on my trail cameras in less than a week.
Real Deal Mineral.
Available here at Bucks and Bulls Archery, Stevens Point, or realdealmineral.com.
Why does your phone work so good here and mine can't even find service?
That's because I went to Sopa Cellular in Plover, Wisconsin.
Sopa Cellular is conveniently located in the village, right next to Menards. Stop in and check out why they have the most affordable unlimited text and data smartphone plans. They offer LG, Samsung, HTC, Motorola, and many other top quality Android market devices. Sopa Cellular has all your accessories for any style of phone, with hundreds to choose from, so they are sure to have the deal you're looking for. Make Sopa Cellular your Element Mobile headquarters and stop down to 1813 Park Avenue in Plover today.
Hey guys, Dave Toskowski here with Skis Meat Market. We're looking forward to doing your venison processing this year. You got to bring in boneless meat to Skis, and once you do that, we can do 5 different things for you. We can just simply grind it, turn it into burger. We can make 3 different kinds of summer sausage. We have 7 different kinds of snack sticks. This year we are doing a jerky out of your venison. It's turned out really, really good. And we can also make about 25 different kinds of brats here at Skis with your venison. 2 things a little bit differently here at Skis. Number 1, we have a 5-pound minimum. As an example, somebody brings me 20 pounds of venison, I can do 4 different things with that venison. Secondly, our brats turn out really good here from Skis. And one thing we do a little bit differently with our venison brats, we go a little heavy on pork. We add 6 pounds of pork to 5 pounds of venison. So ultimately 5 pounds of venison turns into 11 pounds of brats. So hey, good luck out there hunting this year, guys, and we'll see you.
Take your next trophy to New Life Taxidermy in Amherst, Wisconsin, where his goal is to bring your mount back to life. 3-time First Choice Award winner, competition taxidermist Troy Piotrowski takes detailing and measurements to the next level to produce long-lasting, quality mounts at local commercial prices. So if you want to turn your trophy into a professional piece of art, check out New Life Taxidermy, 8 miles east of Stevens Point on Highway B. Call 715-572-1826 for an appointment and information, or find him online at newlifetaxidermystudio.com.
Hi, welcome to Frank's Hardware in Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Proud to be family owned and operated since the 1940s.
Conveniently located on Highway 10, Frank's Hardware has all your general hardware needs, and we specialize in a wide variety of products, meaning all of your paint, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, and many more of those household needs.
Not only do we have a new one,
but we can show you how to fix what you already have. Did you know Frank's Hardware also offers a wide variety of services?
so stop on down to Frank's Hardware today. We don't just have great products,
but we have great service.
And now back with Troy Piotrowski of New Life Taxidermy. So now let's say we're hunting that trophy of a lifetime. We're going to obviously want to put it on our wall after we harvest whatever we're hunting for this year.
Yep.
What should we do to kind of prepare ourselves to bring you our trophy?
Well, I think first and foremost is if you're going out on a hunt, you know, we all like to shoot the biggest animal, and it could be our trophy of a lifetime. To kind of know what you're going to do with it, or who you're going to take it to, or call a taxidermist. Call me, you know, my number's out there. Give me a buzz and say, hey, what should I do if I'm going out west, or I'm going up north for a coveted bear tag? I've been waiting 10 years. What do I do when I get this animal? Because I have a lot of customers that, you know, they shoot the animal of a lifetime and then they're scrambling. Do I put ice in it? Do I gut it? Field dress it? You know, they're not sure where to make the cuts and what to do with it, you know.
Sure.
Then they call and they're 50, 60, 300-400 miles away from me, and then I'm trying to tell them what to do. So, but basically, you know, give your local taxidermist a call and he'll kind of tell you what you need to do. If it's a hot fall, you know, if you shoot a bear, you need to get that thing field dressed and you need it to get cooled down ASAP.
For sure. And I think most importantly too, a lot of guys that go on those trips, not around home here, or they want to take it back to their hometown to get it
right.
The taxidermy done.
Yeah.
You know, you spend all that money and time out harvesting that trophy. Don't want it to spoil on your way here, you know.
Right. Everybody wants to show off their trophy, and I mean, that's understandable. But there's a point where you have to get it cooled down as fast as you can and get it to a taxidermist. I have a refrigerated trailer here. So for my customers that are going to have me do the work, they shoot that big buck of a lifetime early September or mid-September, and it's 70 degrees out, just give me a call. You can bring your animal here and we can cool it down, and your meat and everything can be cooled down here, so you're not having to skin it that night and throw everything in the freezer and do all that, because you know, some of the best hunting is early season, and people are afraid of what do I do with it if I get one.
Sure.
You know, I have the means of cooling your meat down and taking care of your trophy, but I'd hate to see it spoil on you. But, and another thing is too, you know, about dragging, try not to drag your trophy animals. You lose hair. And when you lose hair, you got bald spots. And I can do a lot of magic on things, but if there's a big piece of hair missing like that, I can't do much with it other than cut it out, which will shrink your cape on any animal, no matter what it is. So, you know, there's just some little tips there that you want to tell people because, you know, sometimes it's their first animal of a lifetime. They don't know what to do with it, and they're dragging it out of the woods over logs and stumps, and then they bring it to me, and I'm like, boy, that side's bad, that side's bad. You know, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
You know, and then they're not aware of that they're damaging it. So,
sure. Yeah, and I mean, it's not that you couldn't still put it on the wall or anything, but
right.
It sure is nice to, you know, you're not going to go and drag your brand new big shiny wrestling trophy home. You know, you're not.
Right.
It's something you're going to want to keep, put it on the pedestal. And,
yeah. And ultimately, I mean, if there is something that's that bad, you know, it's amazing what you can do with oak leaves and branches and make a little scenario with that mount on the wall that can hide some of that stuff. And it actually adds a lot of flavor to the mount. I mean, customers will go, oh, that's cool. They don't realize that maybe that piece is there because it's hiding a big drag mark that knocked off about 8 inches of hair off the shoulder of an animal.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, they don't know that. So it works, but yeah, you just got to be careful with them.
Well, and hopefully a lot of our viewers here are going to have some success this year, so it's going to be
good year.
Put some of this advice to use and
right.
Maybe get to see a few of them here. Actually, why don't you give them a good way to contact you or to find out about New Life Taxidermy?
Well, I do have a website, and it's newlifetaxidermystudio.com, or you can email me at troy@newlifetaxidermystudio, or you can just call me at 715-572-1826, and you know, call me. I'll answer any of your questions, and being what's nice about this is my business is right next to where I live, so basically I'm open all the time. If I'm in my house and you call me on a Sunday night or whenever, if I'm here, I'm opening the doors for you.
That's always nice.
So,
because a lot of times somebody's not around when they need to be. Or
exactly. And
if you got to put your deer somewhere or your animal somewhere to keep it safe, you know.
Exactly. So that's what's nice about it, because you know, you get them people from out of town that come up here, have land or a cottage, and they shoot that big animal, and they're like, now what do I do with it? They want to take it to a taxidermist up here, but nobody's open. You call me, I'll open the doors, and we'll get it cooled down and
awesome.
Do what we need to do.
Well, thanks for opening the doors for us today.
Hey, you
appreciate it.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Weekly Outdoor Plus presented by Bucks and Bulls Archery in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Don't forget to check us out online at facebook.com/weeklyoutdoorplus. See you next week.